Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I am here with the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity episode 10 reaction. So the previous episode we had Rintaro's friends come to his house, and this was the first time they got to know that Rintaro's place is a patissier, and they were very excited and everything. Then his mother was also very excited because he has brought like friends for the first time in their place. She made a lot of stuff for them. Kaoru and Subaru also joins them later on, and we get to know the past story, you could say, of why Rintaro has dyed his hair and has piercings, and why his mother also has it. So basically, his mother wanted to support him in something that he wanted to do, and it was the first time he has actually brought something up that he wanted to do, which was dye my hair and put some piercings on. So so she wanted to support him, and in case he backs down from it, she did it to her own hair to make him more easy. It make it more easier for him to follow up on what he wanted to do. And and she always wanted him to have good friends, so finally that has been fulfilled. So she's very happy, and Rintaro thanks his mother later on. And yeah, it was a very wholesome episode. So yeah, so let's see what happens today. I think they'll probably be studying for exams. That's what they said. So yeah, let's begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. What? Yeah. Well, seasonal pasta. Okay. Hmm. Damn. they they ate everything. What? Oh no. Yeah, because they ate. He ate. That's why. Oh wow. Mother. Oh boy. Okay. Damn. Yeah. Well. What? What? Formula or something? Oh. Wait. Okay. Crazy. I used that in middle school. Right. Oh, is it stuck? Hmm. Nope. He didn't focus. um, I don't think Usam can help in that. You. Uh, uh, right. Oh boy. Damn. Oh yeah, he actually does well in his exams, right? I don't remember exactly how much he got. Oh my god, he's one of those. He's like, ah, it happens. There are actually people like that. They're like, ah, it just what? Oh, right. Yeah, right. Yeah. Life's. Oh, it's already time. Wait, what? That no, that's not. Right. I was gonna say it's worse than what they got in the pre, but I guess this is like the. Oh, really? Didn't they get like 50 or something back then? Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, they won't. Please don't. I'm not worried. Damn. Hmm. Sure. Oh boy. Bowling. You know what? Yeah, there's a lot of them, so it won't be problem for all of them to go. Hmm. Oh, oh, there they are. Oh no. Hmm. Oh hey, stop! Are you crazy? Oh my god! Oh my god, that is Wait, what? Hmm. Well, I knew this was gonna come. This question. Ugh. Well, yeah. They're being considerate and not really mentioning it. Ugh. Oh boy. Right. Mm, Wagyu is a bit different. She likes him, but I don't think she has realized that he likes her as well. Wow. Oh, strike. Damn. True. Wow. Okay. Is he good at? And I guess not. Oh. Well, yeah, he's thinking about. Oh God. Wow. Ah. Mm. Mm. Oh God, he's gonna splash everything in his mouth. Oh. Mhm, yeah, they'll be like, "What? Why?" That obviously they'll be interrogating. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Yep, that you're no. Mm. Mm. Oh. Oh. Oh, strike. Right. Wow. Huh? Is it Wagudi? Maybe. Oh no, never mind. Oh. Hmm. What? Oh. Oh, maybe this time it's. Oh, never mind. Oh no, it is. Oshina. What? Yeah, it just drops on you. Try to text you. What? Oh, birthday. 22nd. Right. Huh. Hmm. Yep, and there you go. That was episode number 10. So today we had the crew. They were studying for their exams, and then after the exams, they went together to in bowling, and that whole section happened. So the first part, which was the group study session, which was something that was already, like they told that we have to, like, since exams are coming soon, we have to study. It was planned that they're going to study. That whole thing happened, and we got to see here how much more, I guess you could say, study material the Chidori girls will, have to do. It's like the textbooks were like this thick, and while the wait, did I just say Chidori girls? Sorry, the wait, what was the school's name? Oh my god, I just forgot the school's name. What the hell? Wait a minute. Oh my god, I'm just it's not coming to my head. God damn it. Not whatever. I just cannot remember it at all. I don't know. It's just one of those, like, things. But yeah, like, their school has so much more, like, study material that they have to do, while we have the Chidori, like, the boys, they have this like thin textbooks, which surprised Usami so much. He's like, what the hell, like, you guys studied this much? While Subaru was like, in her head, she was like, damn, like, I used to have like this thin textbooks when I was in middle school. So, but anyways, they were studying, like Rintaro wanted to do it for himself at the beginning, because, he was like, let me try my own on my own. If I'm stuck, I'm going to ask you for help. In the end, he does end up asking Waguri's help, and, like, they do it, like, like normally they do it. Also, we have a moment where we had Subaru not able to do one of the problems, which Usami tried to help, but obviously, like, he was surprised at the fact that the textbooks are so thick. In no way could he help in that type of situation. So in the end, Saku was the one who kind of did the problem, the thing, and we got to know here that apparently Saku cannot really explain properly. He is pretty smart, but he cannot really explain stuff properly. So that's why, even if he is this intelligent and smart, it's not really of any use to, like, Rintaro and the others, because they don't understand what he says. And yeah, not only them, like even Waguri and Subaru couldn't understand his explanation, and he got a little bit, like, heated up. He was like, no, let me try, let me do it. But it didn't really work out. And I guess it kind of happens, like, there are people like this who are very good at something, but they cannot explain it, how they do it. And then there's always obviously people who themselves don't understand how they do it, but they actually do it. I remember there was one of a student in one of my classes. I don't know exactly when it was, but, you know exactly which time, but I think it was, no, it was not middle school, it was later than that, high school probably. That 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 student, that guy, he he used to solve problems in his head, and that's why he couldn't, like, explain, like, we have to, like, properly do the calculations and everything, and show that, oh, this is how we came to the conclusion. He used to do it in his head, and he used to just write the answer, and the teachers got very angry. They were like, what the hell is this, like, you have to show how you do it. But he's like, I don't know, I just do it in my head. Those type of people, there are people like that who are, I guess you could say, they're so intelligent and such geniuses that they do not understand how to properly, like, do it. It just happens, you know so maybe it's something like that with Saku. I wouldn't be, it wouldn't be a big surprise if that was actually the case, because it seems like it's something like that. He's very, like, intelligent, so he just does it and he cannot explain it properly. Yeah, but anyways, enough about that. That was like the exam part where they were studying for the exam. um you know right. And then obviously, Rintaro got help from Waguri, like, and all that stuff happened. It was a successful study session. Oh, before that, they also ate, and oh, I forgot to mention that part where Usami just went to sleep after eating, and Kaoru was like, "Oh, like, there's dessert here, so let's just make a goal, and if you're able to reach the goal, you can eat the desserts." And he was like, at first he was asleep, and then he like gets up and he's like, "Oh yeah, sure." And that motivates him to continue. Right. Anyways, that was that. And then we had the exam, and it was a success. All the people in our group, they all of them passed. And yeah, and everyone, a lot of the other students, they were like, "How could you pass?" Like, like, like they failed, and they have to do like the summer, what do you call them? The summer supplementary lessons. Now, I like how this. I feel like this is like only. This is the first teacher I've seen in an anime who actually comes and who actually says that, "Oh, you guys, go and have fun." I don't think I've ever seen any anime teacher, any teacher in anime say this ever. I don't think so. Every single teacher I've heard give this little speech before a summer, like, like vacation. They always say stuff like, "Oh, it's the summer vacation. Do not, like, that doesn't mean that you can do anything. That doesn't mean you can just forget about studying and this and that," and all that stuff they kind of explain and say. And all the students are like, 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 what the hell, like, stop it, and this and that. And it's usually that. I think this is the first teacher I've ever seen in an anime who actually comes and who says that, "You know what, guys, go and do whatever you want to, like whatever you like. If someone wants to go to the beach, someone wants to go to the fireworks festival, someone wants to go to their grandparents' house, do all of that." And then one of the students were like, "What about the the homework, the study?" And he's like, "Yeah, obviously you guys will have to study, but like, that's not all. Just do what you want to as well." First anime teacher I've ever heard say something like this. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say anything like this ever before in any anime. They always talk about, like, other stuff. So that was kind of a surprise, but he's not wrong. Like, as he said, that these are like school memories, and once these are gone, you'll never be able to get them back. And it's true. Like, when you grow, like, when you'll be adults, when you'll be in the outside working and everything, you will remember these memories, and the childhood memories with your friends in school doing, like, stuff. And you will remember that these will be like good memories. So, and since it's like a very limited amount of time, like, that is your school life, do not miss the chance of experiencing them. It's once in a lifetime experience. You'll never be able to get it back. True. It is very true. you know right. Anyways, so that was that. And then everyone wanted to, since they were able to, the exam was over and everything, they wanted to go. Oh, obviously the students who had summer, like, supplementary lessons, they have to come to do supplementary lessons and everything. You know what, this is actually, like, I've seen this in, obviously I've seen this like in Japan, like, these supplementary lessons that they have. If someone fails, they have to, like, go and do these lessons. This is like a very interesting thing. We don't have these type of, like, in our place. There's no, like, supplementary lessons. If you fail, it's over. Like, it's done for. And you're gonna repeat the whole thing. Yeah. So that's usually how it is in over here. So the supplementary lessons is a pretty interesting concept, because just think about it. They they tell you that if you fail, you have to come in the summer vacation to do lessons when everyone else will be outside doing their thing. You have to come to school. I feel like that thought in itself is so scary, and not scary, I would say, but it's so, like, Like, ah, what the hell? Like, everyone's having fun and I'll have to like slog over here. That in itself is going to make you like, it's going to force you to study and actually pass the test. Like, I feel like that's like such a, like a thing that, yeah, like it shows that, yeah, your actions have consequences. If you do well, you're fine. Like the whole summer vacation, you do whatever the hell you want to. If not, come to school then. Like when everyone else will be doing their thing, going on vacations, you'll be stuck here studying. So whatever floats your boat. So yeah, like students will actually study, because they don't want to fail, because they have to, they want to go and do things in summer. So yeah, I feel like that's like a very good method um in making students study. But yeah, anyways, and then they go to the, like, they were like, where should we go? And Rintaro says like, let's go bowling. And everyone's like, yeah, let's go. And this is where you can see everyone, not everyone, but Rintaro realizes that after the whole sports thing, like people, like all the students, they have like a whole, like a proper group now in their school. Like everyone, like, joins them in these type of mini game sessions and everything, and they hang out together. Up until now, it was like only those few of them. Now Rintaro, like everyone, like knows the Rintaro and everything. It's like a very good, like a very good progress, you could say. And yeah, and so while all of this was happening, we went past the Kikyo. There you go, that's their name. From a few moments ago, I completely forgot their names. The school name. The Kikyo girls were going on the other direction, and this part, Usami was going to do one of the craziest slip-ups. He was going to call them by names. Can you imagine? Now, obviously, like our school students are there, but that's the least of the problems. The biggest problem is the Kikyo girls. If they hear one of the Chidori boys calling Kaoru and Subaru by their name, can you imagine what's going to happen? Like, good lord. Like I said, I don't think the Chidori boys, they'll probably question them and, like be like, what the hell? But that'll be it. And then it won't really escalate any further. But the Kikyo girls, if they hear it, I feel like it'll go immediately to the teachers' like notice. And as we know, the teachers, they have like some kind of, I don't know, like some kind of a not vendetta, I would say, but some kind of a situation going on with the school. So even like, so there's a possibility they might, like, tell them to not interact with them ever again. Kaoru's scholarship might come in, jeopardy. So crazy things would have happened. So thank God everyone was like, stop it, what the hell are you doing? Like, are you crazy? Yeah, and nobody really, like, figured it out that much. Either way, that was that. And this is also where Usami realizes that Rintaro probably likes Waguri, and he literally says that in front of his mouth, in front of his face, while the others were trying to keep quiet about it and not like be obvious about it. He literally tells it to him. He's like, oh, you like her, don't you? And it's pretty obvious, it's literally in your face. And Rintaro realizes how much his feelings have been coming out in his face, which embarrasses him further. Then they go to the bowling alley, and that embarrassment and that whole thing is making Rintaro not properly able to bowl. And they have made a bet that the group that will win, the other group will have to like feed them or something, give them like their lunch or something. Like, so obviously the whole like, do I like Waguri, like everyone knows about it. These things obviously going on in his head, which is making him falter. And then on top of that, the fact that him failing means his group will have to feed the other group and give them their lunch. And the fact that he might be letting them down is further like eating at him. So he's like, oh my god. And then he goes to have a drink. And this is where Yorita comes and talks to him. And Yorita, kind of tells him that, oh no, Yorita doesn't say anything to him. He's the one who asks Yorita about like what it likes to, be dating someone. And Yorita then gives him his, the way he looks at it. He's like, obviously, I don't know myself, but I would think that it is something new, but at the same time, it is not something that you have to like think about that much. It will come to you automatically. So like you don't have to like rake your brain and be like, oh, how does it feel, how will it be, this and that. You don't have to do that. And yeah, and another thing Yorita said is that the fact that he's glad Rintaro is actually confiding in him, and also the fact that like how his face is like just literally like everyone can understand his feelings by looking at his face, how that also makes him glad because it means he's lowering his guard in amongst his friends. He's comfortable in showing what he's feeling and sharing stuff with them. And that and the fact that he even like Yorita said, the fact that you even asked me about it, asked me advice on it, in itself shows that how much you have changed and how much you're more like comfortable in sharing these type of things with us, um, which makes me happy, and I'm sure it makes the other guys happy as well, because that means you trust us properly. you know so yeah, they had that whole conversation over there, and he also said that don't worry, whatever you think, whatever you do, we will support you. So yeah, there you go. And then they go back to the bowling alley, and everyone's like, please Rintaro, save us, like we don't want to give our food to them. At which Yorita's like, all right Rintaro, let's win this. Don't you want to see the see the Usami's face after he loses, like he literally did all of that to you, like made you embarrassed and everything, and now he's like jumping about and having this time of his life. Don't you want to show him? Like take a little bit of a revenge. And yeah, there you go. Then both Yorita and Rintar, I guess both of them carried the whole game after that, and they were able to win it. So there you go. In the end, uh, at home, the group message, the group chats, they keep coming, and like it kind of shows Rintaro how like everyone has become such good friends. Not only this group, not only this little group. It's like basically like it's almost like the whole class that like knows him now, and they like talk to each other, hang out with each other. So like Rintaro's happy about that. And while all of this is going on, Rintaro was thinking about how to thank Waguri for helping him out with the exam and everything. And he's also kind of thinking like, oh, but this was like a group study. Should I thank her personally? Like, will it be weird? All these things he's thinking. But then Subaru messages him, tells him that it is Kaoruko's birthday, 22nd. So I'm guessing they'll be like doing like a surprise, like a surprise cake cutting or party or something. Maybe they'll think. So yeah, and perfect, because Rintaro's has a whole cake shop, so I think they can get like a really good cake from there and maybe like celebrate. So that'll probably happen in the next few episodes, so let's see. And yeah, that was today's episode, another really good episode. And yeah, this episode shows how their whole group and how much of a bond they have made with the whole class, and how Rintaro is more comfortable in sharing these kind of things with his friends, all those things. So that is it. That was my reaction to episode number 10 of Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't subscribed, comment down below. Anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, I'll check them out. And that is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.